Hey Fred, you want to go to La Uva Fortuna?
Nah, I'd rather go to the Rusty Grape. Welcome back, EdelKampers. I'm Fred.
And I'm Mary. We experience, explore, and educate.
Because it's never too late to believe in yourself.
Ain't that the truth? La Uva Fortuna Farms is a harvest host formerly known as the Rusty Grape Vineyards. It is located on a scenic hill just east of Battleground, Washington, and is open Friday through Sunday. The host has created several RV sites, but he has dedicated 2 of them for Harvest Host. At the time that we were there, the sites were for dry camping only, and they are big rig friendly. We chose to unhook our vehicle, but no worries, there's plenty of parking there for everyone. These sites have been recently leveled and tiered in preparation for gravel. However, the night we stayed, they were packed hard dirt. So if you've been there since the video, please let us know in the comment section if the sites have been graveled and if they have put any other electricity or water in place, because inquiring minds want to know. At your site, you're surrounded by grape vines on one side and lush Washington foliage on the other. So no matter where you pick to park, there's lovely views to be had. Once you're settled in, you can explore the area, or you can walk through the parking lot to the winery. To your right as you're walking, you can see bathrooms that are located outside of the building, and they are clean and well maintained for your use. The front of the winery has a spacious patio with lots of outdoor seating. Above your head you will see Edison-style lights hanging to enhance your ambiance. The area has beautiful landscaping and decor that enrich your experience and create a feeling of being in Little Italy. As you walk through the door, you will face the hostess. On your left you will find the Italian market that is filled with a wide variety of products for your shopping pleasure. However, they are best known for their olive oil from southern Italy, pasta from Parma, and farm-fresh eggs collected from their very own hens. If you move back further, you will see the tasting area, as well as a wood-fire pizza oven, where they cook and serve a variety of Italian dishes. You can sit back and enjoy a bit of Italy there, and sample not only local wines, but also some of the hand-selected imported wines. They serve these with bread and olive oil. They also serve craft beer and specialty spirits. As you leave the tasting area, you will be enticed by a display of their delectable Italian desserts, carefully situated in a lovely display case. If you prefer to have a tasting at your table, or just come in for dining, you can see the hostess and she will take you to the dining area that is to your right. We absolutely loved the windows in the dining area. They opened up and you can feel the breeze blow through the large, spacious room. You could also gaze out the windows to the lush greenness of Washington State. We enjoyed the ambiance of the small fireplaces that were located in the dining room as well. You are in for a treat every weekend. They have live entertainment for dinner as well as for afternoon happy hour. You can check their website or Facebook page to see their schedule as well as their menu. We will post both of those links in the description below. Fred and I had dinner there prepared by the owner, who loves to cook. He's agreed to speak to you about the farms in just a few moments. Fred had lobster ravioli, a delicious lobster encased in a pillow of pasta and house-made creamy tomato sauce. I had the pasta Alfredo with house-made Alfredo sauce, chicken, broccoli, and penne.
Both. Okay, I'm Jeremy, and this is La Uva Fortuna Farms, and we're in Battleground, Washington, which is a funny story because everybody always asks why it's called Battleground, especially coming from the East Coast. It was Indians escaped from Fort Vancouver, and they had a little skirmish over here, and so they called it the old Battleground. And so when the city started to develop, they went with the name. They just adopted battle. They dropped the with Battleground, but there was actually never a battle. It was just the Indians escaped, and then they caught them over here in a field, and they brought it back to the fort. So I don't know why it was called Battleground, but there you go. Well, originally we started out as a winery. It was originally, we actually called it it was called Rusty Grape. We just made wine, and the building behind me here was original to the property in 1928. It was originally built as a chicken coop, converted to a horse barn, then we converted to what you'd call a tasting room. Of course, it's obviously changed much since then, and we've kind of evolved into more of a full-service restaurant. So now we have a cidery, winery, and then like a full wood-fired kitchen. And then, of course, it expanded. We have a small Italian market as well in there, and of course, expanded into the bigger dining room where you guys were last night. So it's kind of, but we're about 16 years old. First winery in Battleground to open up, the third one in the county. Help shape the ordinances for wineries to come in after us, and I think now there's probably close to 40 of them. So a little bit of a swing there, and we have some really nice wineries that are pretty large, have big vineyards, and then we have some smaller wineries that are just tasting rooms throughout the county.
And you also offer live music?
We do live music, yeah. We do a lot of entertainment. We used to do weddings and stuff, and then of course you guys being here, we now have Harvest Hosts, and so we have RVs, and then we're building into some glamping next year. We're going to have 4 glamping spots that are furnished canvas tents with heaters, and then the house is going to get converted to Airbnb.
Nice.
So there'll be a lot of diverse stuff, and then some new pig gardens next year coming in the spring. So it'll be kind of fun, and there'll be a little shed down there. It'll be down at the bottom of the RV park where you guys are. There'll be a little shed that's where you pay for what you picked, but it also is a small bar, so you can get and then there'll be a fire pit at the bottom of the RV park, so that you can go down there at the end of the night or whatever and have a whiskey or come out during the day and sip on wine while you pick lavender or tomatoes.
It makes me want to come back.
Yeah, it should be a pretty fun property when it's done. It's 5 acres. I get that question a lot. It's great because it's almost square. It's almost as long as it's just a bit wider than it is longer, which is a bit weird here. Usually a lot of the 5 acre lots in Battleground especially are skinny. Like your neighbor's right there, but you have 5 acres that goes back 1,000 feet or something. So then try to utilize everything, but at the end, so we still make wine, still make cider, but we also import wine and beer from all around the world. So, yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the Harvest Host program?
So Harvest Host is new for us. We've only done it for about maybe a month. We've already had over 50 people stay with us, so that's been kind of crazy. The point with the RV for you guys, it's great because you get that network of places to stay. We're trying to be a unique place to stay. I mean, there's a lot of unique places to stay, but we're trying to, people have told us we're like there's more amenities, like more full, like it's like great to have a restaurant and stuff here because a lot of it's like literally just a farm, like a blueberry field or something. But we have 12 spots out there. We're going to dedicate 2, maybe 3 to Harvest Host program moving through, and then the other remaining 9 will be for rent. So you can extend your stays, or you can stay for a weekend or longer. And we're hoping to put power and water in next year. So right now they'll just be dry.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Anything else?
Do you have any other questions?
Anything last you want to say?
No, just for the Harvest Host, come on up with the RV. It's a fun time, and for everybody else, just we make amazing pizza and great pasta. So help and enjoy.
Yeah, it was good food, good drinks, good music and entertainment. So we had a good time last night.
Yeah.
Definitely come back.
We're on set. We're on set to repeat again today. So there's more music tonight. So it's going to be a fun time.
Wish we could stay.
Excellent.
We'll definitely be here next year.
We'll get out of your hair for now. So.
Thank you so much.
All right, it's time for the Rusty Grape Cellular Service Report. Well, T-Mobile wins this, but barely. We're all in pretty good numbers. 25.86 for AT&T, 27.9 for T-Mobile, and 25.94 for Verizon. So plenty of cellular service to go around for everybody. So have a good day.